Very cool. I've been a fan of DoorDash, been using DoorDash for a really long time now. Spent a lot of money on that app, so to be able to partner with them, do cool things, creative things, donation things, and partner with them, it's been really cool to do that.
Season right around the corner. How excited are you to get this finally going and get your name out there?
Yeah, very excited. We've been growing together at camp. We're technically still in the training camp portion, and we're still learning and growing to get better, putting things in, learning each other. But to finally get the season started, games started, it all happens extremely fast. The season's really long. We have games almost every other day, lots of travel. I know in the first 2 weeks we're heavy on the road, so it'll be fun, and we're all excited to get going.
What do you think about starting against the Lynx? How much did you go to their games at Target Center growing up? Like a little full circle moment, I guess you had.
Yeah, definitely full circle. I went to a lot of their games growing up, watching that dynasty play out. I was their biggest fan. And now I'm a part of a different organization playing against them, so definitely a really cool experience. Don't take it for granted, the shoes that we fill, all of us. So it'll be cool. It'll be really cool and fun and sort of surreal. I didn't believe it at first. I thought it was fake news. There's a lot of fake news that circles around the internet, so you never know what to trust. But it's also surreal. I don't know, it's crazy to me that they would name the whole city after me, but just to be able to give back to that city who's given me so much, and for them to show love like that, I appreciate it.
What have been some of the focuses for yourself and the team in training camp this week?
This week been focusing on offensive and defensive execution, congesting, disrupting, dictating on defense, and then getting to our space and our shapes on offense and executing. If we call a play out of a timeout, the sets that we already have, putting in new sets, and then just tightening up on our defensive transition skills, and half-court skills, and overall just tightening up on both sides of the floor.
Okay, I gotta ask this question. So again, you're in the collaboration with DoorDash. How much have you think you've spent ballpark on DoorDash?
I don't want to talk about it, honestly. Just say
it's enough for them to want to call you.
Yeah, it's enough for me to want to call them. It's enough for them to see the receipts and be like, yo, you should probably get something going. So yeah, just know it was enough for sure.
Does it appear that stars have aligned here in Dallas for 2 number 1 picks in the WNBA and the NBA to be coming here this season? What do you think about Cooper Flagg coming to town?
Yeah, that's another thing that I didn't think was real at first. This thing, I think 1.8% odds to get the first pick, but I believe God makes no mistakes, and so that happened for a reason. I know Cooper doesn't take it for granted that he's the number 1 pick as of right now. He'll wait to hear his name get called, but if that's the case, which it most likely will be, that'll be super exciting for that entire organization who's not on a rebuild and who already has a great team in front of them. So to add him to already a championship level team is a very nice addition.
Did you know him or what do you know about him?
I watched a lot of his games in college. I know he's a fierce competitor, a two-way player who plays both sides of the ball, contributes to winning in so many different ways. I got to meet him at the ESPYs when he won the Gatorade National Player of the Year. He's a really, really nice kid. And, he's not that much younger than me, so he's just a nice guy. But yeah, it'll be exciting to get to know him more if the stars can line that way.
Did you get to your spots without forcing the action? How much do you feel like that's familiarity with the system or just your individual growth?
Yeah, I think from high school, from college, we've always played in a system where no person was bigger than the team. We love sharing the ball. We love getting into actions, making the extra pass, not forcing things, just getting things within the flow of the offense. Obviously, there'll be times where you'll have to create on your own, take tough shots, but you try to limit those as much as possible and take the best shot available. So definitely something that I think I've grown accustomed to in the systems that I've played in, but what Chris is trying to build here and what we're all trying to learn in this system as well.
How much has it hit you yet that you're going to be playing in the WNBA on Friday? Like after all these years, after all the work you've put in, has it sunk in that you're here?
Nah, it still hasn't hit me. I wake up every day, and the fact that I'm going to work is crazy. So just to think about it that way, to get to do this for my job and what I love the most, it's a extremely big blessing, and it's hard so you try to replicate that as much as possible and just show love to everyone around you. So I think trying to be like him, feel that presence, and then just loving to have a good time and be joyful.
Will there be a dance video before or after the game?
A dance?
A dance video.
Neither.
Before or after the game?
Neither. Nope. I didn't.